Okay, so for the first interview, I'm here with my dad, Dan Hart. And first of all, can you just give a brief description of where you work at and what you do for a living?
Yes, I work at Cortland Fund Services. We are a back office service provider for private funds and public funds such as mutual funds, hedge funds, private equity funds, and I'm in charge of business development.
Okay. First question I want to ask is, would you still be interested, or would your interest level be as high in your career if the monetary reward would be lower, or if that monetary reward was absent?
Well, certainly that has a lot to do with your career choice, and that is, after all, how you keep score. So it certainly would be affected by the income level.
Okay. Next, I want to move a little bit into some technological questions. Obviously, the recent technological boom has affected a lot of things. And from a past generation, your viewpoint might be a little bit different, but how much do you rely on technological advances such as GPS? And for example, if you had to, would you be able to read a hard copy map, or would you have to rely on a current GPS system to get around if you did not know where you were going?
I rarely use GPS, and most of the time I would use a hard copy map. So I'm still used to using just the old paper maps more so than GPS.
Okay. And how much has your work life been threatened, or how much can you project it to be threatened by recent technological advances and the outsourcing of jobs to newer technology?
Well, it really hasn't been threatened. It's probably been enhanced because it's much easier to do business nowadays with things like email, Microsoft Office, such as Excel, etc. So it's not really threatened. It's probably enhanced our position.
Okay. Next, I kind of want to talk about your education. Can you just briefly talk about where you went to college and what degree did you graduate with?
I went to University of Notre Dame, and I received a bachelor's in business administration, focusing on managing the enterprise.
Okay. How valuable would you say that your education is to your everyday work, and how much do you use the tools and skills that you acquired through college?
I think that the tools are used in general almost every day, and I think I attribute my education to a lot of what I'm doing now, particularly from a standpoint of being able to manage the enterprise.
Okay. Aside from just being able to get a job, do you think that your education, you would be able to do your everyday work if you didn't go to college? In other words, would you think it would be something that you could kind of learn on the job as you go, if you had someone to kind of walk you through it and just kind of learn from experience, or do you think that you would find it very difficult to get through your everyday work without having that education?
Well, I think the education forms a basis or a structure for how you actually go about your daily business. So it's not as if you are always referring back to your experiences in the education, but it actually helps just structure your approach to business.
Okay. Well, that is all the questions I have for you. Thank you again for doing this.
Okay, thank you.